Let us start. Let us start today's work. In the last class, we have discussed that we'll go and start our syllabus once again to give you more refreshment and more discussion and more in-depth discussion about the basic basic testing processes used in mechanical and to a good extent civil engineering. You see, in strength of material laboratories, we have 6 experience. 3 will be of hardness testing, 1 is tension, 1 is torsion, and 1 is impact. These are the basic tests which I have discussed, told you earlier that this is the basic test which is started using for years back. But till today, they have significance, they have use in different sector of engineering industries, as well as in different sector of civil engineering industries. Because we have to know what is the hardness of different items, maybe engineering materials, maybe non-engineering materials, maybe synthetic materials, maybe plastic materials, so many things, different things, but what is exactly the hardness? That is how we are supposed to know. Because before you use a particular material to make a particular item, you must know whether this material and its subsequent treatment is sufficient to withstand its exposure to the particular application to which it is used. So unless it is not hard enough, you can't say that it is usable for your purposes. It must be sufficiently hard. It must be sufficiently strong. It must have high impact resistance. It must have high torsional resistance. If you don't know very clearly how much it is possible for you to know all this work, know all these properties of the material, you cannot be as certain that your design is correct and your item, your machineries or machine parts which you are going to manufacture, we are going to assemble, which will be of any use to you. Now, so you have to know all these properties for the items, for the materials which we are supposed to use in your engineering applications. to make any machine members, to make any civil engineering parts, many structures, anything, you have to know this following following properties. One is hardness, one is strength, tensile and compressive strength. Third is one is impact strength, what is torsional rigidity. All these five properties we are supposed to know very clearly before we use. Now, we have gone through, we have discussed, we have three different type of hardness, which we are process of hardness testing, which we are supposed to do in your practice as well as in your future engineering uh, engineering life, engineering manufacturing life, or any other application which you are exposed to. Now, the hardnesses we have discussed repeatedly, that is for uh, Brinell hardness test. Next, today we'll discuss Rockwell hardness test. But what is and we have another hardness process, which I've discussed earlier, that is Vickers hardness test or Vickers dynamics test. But why we should have three different type of hardness testing procedure? Why don't we have the single one? So what is the benefits and merits and demerits of these three different hardness? What is the comparative usability of these two hardness? Will there any specific usability of these three type of hardness which we are supposed to discuss? In Brinell hardness, what is the difference between these three hardness testing machines? There is a very little or clear distinct difference between them, but mostly they are similar. What they are supposed to do, they will check the hardness of your workpiece or test piece or test materials. Means how much hardness means how much your machine member has the ability to resist impact, resist indentation to the scratches. It resists the indentation. What resists the scratches, resists the impression of a surface. This is the hardness. How much has the capacity to resist such uh, practices on the surfaces. Now, so you have to know. So for all the hardness estimation, you have to see how much it is hard or how much it is resistant to impact or impression. So you have to create impression over your workpiece. So how will you create impression? You have to use a indenter, which is a particular machine parts, has a certain specific shape, and it also has a certain specific hardness, which we are by force we try impregnate into your workpiece and see how much depression or how not impression it can create your specific hardness by measuring the size of the impression. Measuring means measuring the diameter. If it is a round impression, measuring the diagonal distance. If it is a square or rectangular shape impression, measuring the depth. In case of Rockwell, how much depth it is measured, and all these three different dimensions which we use to know how hard the material it is. For Brinell, we make a round steel polished ball, hard polished ball impression of different type of steel ball. We make the impression over the surface. We check the diameter of the impression by means of a hyperoscope and tally the dimension of the impression with our uh, hardness testing chart. But in Rockwell, what we do the exactly same thing. But we also use not a single, but two different type of indenters. One is made of steel ball of 1 by 116 inches depth. Another is a diamond prone pyramid made of diamond, with which we are making the impression about the surface, and we don't check the diameter of the impression or don't check the diagonal distance of the impression, but we check the depth of the impression by means of a uh, by means of a dial gauge, which is being fixed over the surface of on the front face of the machine, which will give you the impression, which will show you, which will properly calibrated to show you how much the depth it is being impressed and how this bed depth is being converted by means proper calibration to the required hardness in Rockwell scale. Now, just 1 second. Now, let us go through its details. Now, first of all, let us go through what is the operating instruction of the machine. It is designated, this Rockwell hardness testing machine, this is designated for measuring the hardness of metals and alloys of all type of hard or soft, whether flat, round, irregular in shape. So this type of machine is usable for measuring the hardness of metals. First of all, different alloys of all different alloys of metals. First of all, maybe the basic metals, maybe the alloys of metal, which is nothing but a mixture of different hard mixture of different metals. It can be hard, it can be soft, semi-hard, flat, round, irregular in shape. So first of all, it is applicable for irregular in shape. It is applicable to flat surface. It is applicable to round surface, and it is applicable to hard. This machine process is applicable to basic metals and different type of alloys. It can be very soft. It can be very hard. These machines are very simple in design and very easy to operate. Doesn't require, say, complicated and time-consuming training, but very sensitive and very accurate. So this test is based on the method of the identification of a hard tip, indentation of a hard tip or indented into the paste piece under the action of two consecutively applied load, which is minor and is major. So here, doing the same, essentially the same process, we are indenting the hard tip of a indenter or two different type of indenter into the workpiece under the action of two different type of load. First, initially, you have to apply minor loads. Next, you have to apply the major or in final load. Actually, these are available different models to suit suitable requirements, such as ideally suit for laboratories, at good rooms, inspection, department, foundries, etc. So everywhere it is used. It can be used as laboratories in small capacity, in large different type of workshops, for in higher capacity PUC for bigger bulk, bigger items, the hardness of bigger items, the number of different types, etc. And next, it is suitable for laboratories. Next, for tool rooms. Tool rooms means where we manufacture tools, where we are supposed to know the hardness of the tool which we are manufactured, and also hardness at different stages of manufacturing to get the final optimum hardness. The inspection department is supposed to be equipped with this type of hardness testing machine, because they have to check the hardness at the various stages of production, and by taking the sample and take the hardness, whether it is okay, then allow the production to move. All these things we are supposed to do by the inspection, and so inspection requires this type of machines. Next comes the foundry. Foundry means the dhalai ghar, means where we are melting the material and creating a mold and pour the molten metal to get the required shape as per our mold which we have made. And the education institute like us, which will give you the basic knowledge of how to use this type of machine, this type of hardness testing machine. Next comes, what are the principle of Rockwell hardness? It is an indentation hardness testing with various verified machine to provide a diamond spherical indenter. It is, first of all, one is diamond spherical indenter with 120-degree apex angle and 0.2 millimeter radius, or indenter or penetrator of hard metal or hard steel ball indenter of 1.5 millimeter diameter under specific condition to the surface of the metal under the test, on the surface of the metal under the tube operation, and to make the difference in depth of the indentation under the specified condition of primary and total best test force. So first of all, diamonds spheroconical indenter. First of all, diamond spheroconical indenter, 120-degree apex angle. It's like a cone, and the cone in the top surface is 120 degree, and the radius of at the bottom side of the cone is around 0.2 millimeters, which is very small. For next, or steel ball of around 1.5 millimeter diameter under specific condition, we are pressing this in the surface of the test in two operations, that is on initial minor and on final load, and then get the result. And difference between that penetration of the indentation under the specified condition of primary and total test force. What will be the description of the machine? The hardness tester is of cast iron body, means totally it's all the sides, plates on the surface, on the platform table. All these things are mostly cast iron body because it is cheap and in a position to absorb high amount of compressive load. The enclosed design protects this, all these movable parts, weights, surface, etc., are being enclosed in the surface of the machine in order to prevent it from the dirt, continuous dirt and other impurities from the surroundings atmosphere, and which will have extremely detrimental effect and erroneous elements. And a rubber below is also protects the main screw, in order to prevent it from the surroundings atmosphere, surrounding dirt of the atmosphere, especially in instances of a shop floor. And it also protects the main screw from the abrasion of the different type of rust, or especially dirt of hard surface, to prevent this wear out very quickly. Now, the basic system of application of the indental load over the indent through the indent over the workpiece is given by a system of weight and levers. We have to have different type of weight, and we have a lever from which one end is being attached to the indenter, and on the other end load is being hanging. So in order to change the position of the load, we can apply our load from through this hanger on the specific workpiece. Generally, it's executed under hydraulic dashboards, and the time control and applied on the free end of the lever. So the load is applied on the free end of the lever so that it can push and create impression. It is supposed to be under hydraulic dashboard, means it is operated over a pot shape item, which is being controlled by the hydraulic, means by the pressure of the fluid with which it is acting or moving, and the overall control over all these operations. A clamping device also enables the light clamping of workpiece during the test, which at times cannot be checked under normal condition. Next, technical condition. Generally, technical data of the machine means mainly sometimes it is called capacity, sometimes it's called size, and sometimes it's called ability of the machine to do a particular type of work. So here the technical data, what is saying, the maximum test height is 220, means 22 centimeter, 22.5 millimeter, 22 centimeter. The depth of the throat means is only 135 millimeter. Minimum depth of the screw base circle is 150 millimeter. Dimension of the machine base 150 into 425 millimeter, and net weight will be 67 kg. So what is given? What is the depth? What is the size of the machine in terms of height as well as in terms of throat? And also, what is the minimum depth of the screw gauge? Maximum depth of screw gauge is possible, which is actually 215 millimeter. Now, the dimension of the basic base should be 125 millimeter, so that it can be other items and other materials can be used directly to keep over this particular depth of the surface. Now we have to select the loads and indenter for various type of hardness. For Rockwell hardness and Brinell hardness test, what we have here, the total test force is given as 98. Total test force, primary test force should be 98 kg Newton or 10 kg, and 60 kg, 100 kg, 150 kg, and 250 kg. In our machines, we have primary load of 10 kg and secondary load of 60, 100, 150, but not more than that. The actual limits applied to the mark as initially this 6 kg, next we add another 40, 100, another 50, 150. And this is for R, here we are twins of Ras, Ravi, and Alevi. So immediately the finisher sketch will be diamond with a tip of 120 degree to top. The next stage is where is 100 kg load. It is around 150, 1518, 1518. Next, we have ball of 1 by 160 millimeter diameter. We have diamond cone, again 120 degree, and we don't have any other use for this type of any other influence in our indenters in our machine. Next, there is a scale: A scale, B scale, and C scale. Means pointer position is to be set at the dial and can be either black, red, and black scale. Now on the dial we have two different type of dials which is visible in front of the machine, which will show either black or red, so that all these things can help you to imprint the diameter of the impression. The position of the dial is set, always set, and you don't have to do first thing, but dial is to be set is 150 band, red is red, black, red, and black. Then typical, what is the typical application? The thin steel and shallow case hardened steel. The black scale is with thin and shallow case hardened steel, means mainly used as hardened steel. The red scale is generally soft item, malleable copper, aluminum, copper, all these items can be used here. Steel, hard cast steel, hard cast steel, for drop, hardening, and other means better or low steel. We have hard hardness as the other system here. The initial test case should be 3, and next test with the minor pressure resistor will be 15. What we have, the initial reading was 3 kg, and it is next package number 1, it is 15, 30, and it is 40. So indenter we are used in the initial, in all the cases of compatible software material is 120 degree dial, 120 diameter indenter. For higher loading here, 15 kg, 36 kg, 35 kg, the higher amount of indenter is used. Now, let us screen the environment, let us screen the bearing surface and surface of the diamond clear. In the now, mounting and removing the indenters. Clean the bearing surface before of the diamond indenter. The indenter must be inserted into the holder up to the neck and tighten the groove with light pressure, slight pressure. Testing blocks. Generally, we have standardized test metal box which is of hardness to not less than 800 millimeter. And made of steel is demagnetized. Proper and lower surface of the block should be made flat with 0.05 millimeter, and parallel surface parallel local surface should be ground and polished. Now, upper and lower surface of the blocks shall be flat with the 0.005 millimeter and parallel in thickness, which such that it shall not vary more than 0.01 to 50 millimeter. So the test blocks should be of more or less thickness equal to 6 millimeter. This is the standard of the steel, and steel is magnetized. Lower and higher surface of the block should be flat within 0.5 micron accuracy, and the parallel thickness of that should not vary more than 0.01 per millimeter. Now we have to protect the main screw from the dart or etc. So this is started about the slide screw from the top, so that its topper collar rests against the surface of the main. The maximum test height cannot be used with the cover, and say it should be removed for surfaces. Let us go through the process of operation of the machine. Just 1 second. Let us go through. Let us go through the operation of the machine. We should follow certain procedures, and if any negligence will cause serious damage to the indenture. So first, adjust the weight of the plunger of dashboard according to the Rockwell scale. Now it is given in the chart. It can be as per your requirement of your test piece. It can be 60, it can be 100 kg, it can be 158 kg, and we have to use them accordingly. Now, keep the lever at position A, means at the right. It will be at an angle towards the right hand side, and this position is next. We have to keep the specimen secured on the test piece. Next, contact surface should be totally clean and totally any sort of rust and any sort of forming matters, any oil, scale, glass, etc. Now, thickness of the test piece should be at least 8 times the permanent indentation of the bed. So if you can indent up to 1 millimeter, so at least we have to have a workpiece of thickness equal to 10 millimeter or 1 centimeter. Otherwise, the impression may so it can have so it can have so happen that impression is just protruded from the other side of the impression itself. Now, no deformation will be visible at the back side of the test piece of the test, so that there should be no protruded, there should not be any other problem, there any other projection of the rear side of the machine. Otherwise, the total success of the machine will be spoiled. The distance between, there will be another important thing, the distance between two consecutive indentation should be at least 4 times the diameter of the indentation. So that idea is that we can use the test pieces, use and reuse the test pieces over a number of times, but there should be a proper way of using them. A proper way of using them by keeping the indentation at least 4 times the diameter of the indent, the position of the indent at least 4 times away from the diameter of the indent originally used originally. Now, and from the edge of the test piece, you should be around 2.5 times the diameter of the indenter, unless produced otherwise. So there are 2 positions. From one position of the indent to another text nearby position, it should be around 4 times the diameter of the impression, and the indent should be at least 2.5 times away from the edge of the impression. So we can use our test pieces a number of times, but we have to follow these 3 processes. First of all, there should be there should be no protruded, should be no impression from the other side of the test pieces, and it should be thickness enough at least 1 centimeter thick, or the impression can be taken in a subsequent places, but distance between this one indentation to another next nearest indentation should not be less than 8 times, and the indent should be such that it should be take 2.5 millimeter away from the edge of the test piece. So we have to take into account these 3 different type of conditions to indent. Now adjust roughly the dial of the machine at the small pointer at O in the other side. What we'll do, we place the block, we place the test piece over the table. We have to place the indenter in proper place, select indenter in the properly selected and to be fixed on the work. Next, the total platform should be raised by rotating the handle clockwise, so that it goes up and touch the dial, touch the bottom of the dial, touch the bottom of the indent, and then still we are adjusting, rotating the pipe to adjust the dial roughly on the reading. The small pointer on the other scale should go to 0 setting screw and rotating the outer ring of the dial gauge. For better look, when the dial gauge is set properly, O of the either gauge should be come to the upright position, and O of the lower space should come in the right pointed position. Now the hand wheel clockwise suspend will push the indenter to show a reading on the dial gauge as small pointer 3, and long pointer reaches the position as a 3. So on the dial gauge, there is a small dial with each pointer should go and go to the small pointer, and long pointer should fully rotate and reaches the position as stated above. Now turn the lever from position A to B slowly, so that the total load is brought into action without any jerk. The long pointer of the dial reaches a steady position when indentation is complete. Then take back the lever to a position, original position slowly. The sudden lever should not be sudden lever. Lever should not go back suddenly, but with a certain time it should be supposed to be taken. Now the weights are therefore lifted off. Only the initial load remains active. And now read the reading against the long pointer, which is the direct reading of the Rockwell hardness of the space. So black and red scale select as per the selection of the Rockwell scale. Now turn back the wheel and remove the specimen piece, then carry on the same procedure for other test or same specimen, uh, same test with different specimen. The first hardness value software may not be correct. All subsequent recommended to be used to first to reading to ensure that specimen in internet are seeking properly. Otherwise, it will be counted. The check on proper indentation. The accuracy of the tester can be verified by means the standard hardness test. Surplus along with the machine in case of deviation from the indicated value beyond the limit permissible. Check the performance of the machine with new indentator and performance of the indentator and the standard hardness testing box supplied with this machine should be only used in case of doubts in the accuracy of the result. Now, if the results are still beyond limits, refer maintenance procedure or test copy. What will be the permissible release of the deviation? Now, take 7 indentator of the test block, out of which neglect first 2, then average of the balance 5 readings should be not be exceeded following limits. So allow limit for the test block for this hardness RC Rockwell 59 to 65, IT to 100, 75 90 is 1.5, 2.5 and 3, 2.0 and 1.5. Now, first of all, find out the method how to select the indentator as well as load. First, have to know what we are supposed to check. You can check carbides, which is pretty hard material, thin steel, shallow case hardened steel, which is called as harder compared with the initial one, the case carbonized surface. Now, its mineral value is supposed to be 400 and 0 to 92 for hardness tested there and C. So here we will choose diamond cone indentator with it, apex angle equal to 120 degrees and scale S, and scale weight selected should be 60 kg and dial will be black. Now steel block 1.587 and 980.7 and red. And this should be selected for aluminum alloys, copper alloys, unhardened steel, rolled drawn, extruded and cast iron, which is these are compatible short material. So here we are using diamond, living diamond, we go for steel and next is the hard cast iron, the catabolic, the parabolic, metabolic, paralytic, malleable iron, deep base hardened steel, titanium, etc. Here again you are diamond cone we are using and black dials are using and load is 150. So paralytic, malleable iron, thin steel and medium case, we are diamond cone we are using and 100 kg load we are using and going for the black tire. Similarly, cast iron aluminum, we are using comparatively shorter steel balls of 1.8 and 100 kg red, and straight should be red scale. And steel ball should be 1.16 for thin soft metals, aluminum, copper alloys, and 185 1.1 kg millimeter and 60 kg red at copper, zinc, and nickel alloys, malleable alloys. So there are other applications of so many different type of rates and charts as well as the load, which you can select as per your requirement.